So, actually, let me turn this back to student view so it looks like how it does when you see it. This week, or next week rather, if you scroll down here to the week of the 11th, you will notice that I have put out there again writing assignment 1. And I know you have already completed it, but what I have done is I've gone through and marked writing assignment 1 up. And so what I want you to do is you're going to print off this symbol sheet that's going to tell you how to fix writing assignment 1. And after you have a copy of that, then you're going to go out here, go into student view. You're going to click on the 14th, and you are going to see writing assignment 1 pop up again. View submissions. If you click this button, it's going to let you see what you have already written, okay? And then once you have seen what you have already written, I want you to click over here, and I want you to rewrite what you wrote the last time, making the changes that I suggested using that symbol sheet, okay? And then you're going to finish and you're going to submit it for grading, and you will lose points if you don't rewrite it. So it's in your best interest to do this assignment again, okay? Also, for this week, you have test 6, which is on chapter 3. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. Again, you have 1 attempt and 2 hours in which to complete it. The first part says, ¿En qué parte de la universidad? So you're going to read the sentences over on the left, and on the right it'll be the same choices for each one. So it's like a multiple choice, not a multiple choice, like a matching activity. You pick the place on campus where you would do these things, okay? Okay, the next section is asking, says your classmate wants to see how well you know the location of buildings on the university campus. Based on the picture below, decide whether the following statements are true or false. So it's just going to say that where different items are located, and looking at that picture, you decide whether it's true or false. Whoops, where'd it go? Okay, then you have a listening section where it says, Marta is a typical busy university student. Listen to the description of what she usually does during the week. Then decide whether each of the following statements is cierto or falso. If the information is not given, select no se menciona. So my advice would be read through these statements so you know what to be listening for. Listen to the dialogue and then decide whether those statements are true, false, or not mentioned based upon what you hear. Okay, the next section is dealing with ir o hacer. You read the following sentences. You decide whether the missing blanks could be best completed with the verb ir or hacer, and then you conjugate it correctly if it needs be for the subject of your sentence. Okay, then estar. So you complete each of these sentences by conjugating a star correctly for whomever it is that's at the library or sick or in love, etc. Okay, the next one, you're choosing between ser or estar. So you decide whether you need ser or estar to complete the sentence, and then you conjugate it correctly. The next section is las actividades y los edificios. Complete each sentence with the most logical word. So you read these sentences, and again, this is like a matching activity because you're going to have the same choices for each of these. You decide which place would you do these things. And then lastly, ser or ir, just complete each sentence with the correct, either ser or ir conjugated correctly. And that's what you do for this test. Okay. And then finally, you have oral dialogue 3 for this week, but you don't have any SAM activities. You just have testing stuff to complete. So you open up oral dialogue 3, and I think it gave you 2 hours for this activity as well. And you only have 1 attempt. And these are the questions right here. You're just going to read the statements, and then you're going to use the same subject that's in the statement, and you're going to use tener to say, so like, Julio va a un restaurante para comer. So why would he go to a restaurant to eat? You're going to pick a tener expression. Remember, you've got tener sed, tener hambre, tener sueño. So you're going to pick the particular tener expression that would best describe Julio if he's going to eat at this restaurant. And then you need to conjugate tener for Julio. So you would say, like, maybe Julio is hungry. How would we say that? Julio is hungry is what you'd be putting there. Okay, and then Anita y Pedro are what? Juanito is what? Okay. And that's all you've got to do.